Be sure to check out some of my latest videos. Lord of War, Mad Max Fred and the Road to the Fury contest. And also check out one of my latest videos, which is Hellblazer and Deadpool 2. You girls and guys be safe out there. Peace. Addy Gradoff covers.
No, you can't purple it. No.
Michael, please stop messing with your brother. Mark Brooks? Nah. Spider-Man covers. They got a lot of old school Spider-Man. I wanted this one, but look at that price. It's still not bad for an old school amazing Spider-Man. That's a really good price. Look at these. A lot of cool old schools. Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man. Wrecking Crew. I guess this is when he asks a big question, so this Amazing Spider-Man, even though it's yellowed up, is still going for $5. It's one of the newer ones. It's a very cool cover where he's climbing the wall. Cool cover. Threw a Deadpool in there. $225, not bad. Hey y'all, chill out. Yeah, we're just boys and they're cutting up. Y'all chill out. Hey. Yeah, we'll get some candy. Of course, all these old Amazing Spider-Mans are $5. 1977. It's real old school. Real cool. I was looking for some covers that kind of stick out that I knew of that were key issues. Couldn't really find any, so it's all good. I love this cover. I'm really digging this cover. Really digging this cover. Silvermane. Love Silvermane. He was a villain from back in my day in the 90s. Wonder Man. Perez cover, but it's $1.15. Sold too much. I got him for 50 cents. You know, it's about 1,000 of these. So I've seen these in my videos. Yeah, don't say no. I always see these when I come. Oh, dang, another cool George Perez cover. I have this one. But for $125, that's pretty steep. Comedian. Come on, Pop. Where's Mikey? Don't do that, Fred. How we do it in Miami. This is a dish called conch fritters. Basically, you take a seashell called conch, and you actually fry it like a pancake. You put in like almost like a pancake batter. Comes out looking like this. Very cool. Had to stop and refill. All right. It's loud too. Hey, what's up, comic book peeps? Welcome to another episode of Direct Edition. The channel is Fred Hall Direct Edition. Man, today I'm not even going to play with you guys. I'm just going to bring you hit after hit after hit after hit at an epic haul. And in this haul, I found a lot of Holy Grails. or a lot of just good quality books. And I just love to run out of the store with a stack of very good quality books, or books that I think are grails in my personal collection. Um, the backdrop is the Black Panther uh, wall art that I picked up. If you watch some of my older videos, you'll realize that I've been collecting these wall arts for a long time. I have at least one, two, three, four, five, six, seven of them so far. So that's the Black Panther in the middle. Definitely have to pick that up. Picked it up for $16.99. You have the first Mr. Bloom, which I was obsessed over finding, and I ended up getting like 3 copies. You have the first Batwoman that almost looks like an Adam Hughes cover, but it's not. I forget the artist, but the artist is right on point with that Batwoman. Definitely love that cover. That's such a beautiful cover, and it reminds me so much of Adam Hughes, but it's not. In the middle, Black Panther, and then you have Superman Does Porn, where Superman and Big Barda are seduced by this guy named Sleaze from Apocalypse, and Sleaze actually has mind control, and they almost end up doing a porn tape together. Very 90s written, very John Burns written. And then the last one you have is Miss Marvel Volume 2, number 1, which I definitely love that cover. Definitely, Miss Marvel always pays homage to Supergirl. So that's not a swipe from Superman, that's actually a swipe from Supergirl. Because if I show you the Miss Marvel cover, one day I'm going to do that on my variants. As soon as I find that Miss Marvel cover number 1 that I so wellly crave, as soon as I get that in my collection, I'm going to show you that up against the Supergirl number 1. So you can see that that's an actual cover swipe. So somehow Miss Marvel always does that. But anyway, let's get a word from our sponsor. And this episode of Direct Edition is brought to you by my Fate Earth Mall from China. Alright, so you know how we do on this channel. Got to get a wide shot because that Black Panther is so big. Let's get into some comics. And bam, there it is. I'm not even going to hold back on this video. I'm going to give it to you just like how, saying I want to in every video. I wish I had a main event after main event after main event after main event. But I don't. But this is Avengers number 213. And the significance about this issue is it's been cover swiped plenty of times, but this is the slap issue. And allow my sexy fingers to interrupt your video. This is from 1981. And the reason why I call it the slap issue is because this is the issue where the Avengers were basically putting Yellow Jacket, or let's just say Ant-Man, the original Ant-Man, Hank Pym, on trial. And they were like, hey, man, you created Ultron. Hey, man, you've been a bad husband. Hey, man, you've done this and that. So they were basically about to kick him out of the Avengers. That's why it says the court-martial of Yellow Jacket. And Janet actually snuck in while he was doing, I think, rebuilding Ultron. And then, he's like, hey, what are you doing? She's like, hey, I'm just checking on you. And he infamously slaps the hell out of his wife. So this is the wife beater issue. Strong content in this because Hank Pym became the scourge of the Marvel universe when he slapped his wife Wasp. So very cool. I don't believe in domestic violence, by the way, but yeah, very cool issue, man. Glad to have it in my collection. And it's an old school crusty dusty. All right, let's keep going. So along with the slap issue, I got this Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man. And I'm definitely looking for the first web of Spider-Man. It keeps slipping through my hands. When I find it, it's either like very beat up or whatever. But anyway, this is really Spectacular Spider-Man. They dropped the Peter Parker later on. But the reason why this issue is a significant issue is because it's the fight issue. Anytime you have any two heroes face off against each other, it's a money grabber. So this is 110 from, let's see the year. 1985. The shocking conclusion to the year's most explosive saga, Spider-Man battles Daredevil. So that is a very cool issue, man. And I bought the slap issue for $2.25, and I got this one, the fight issue, for $1.25. So very cool. All right, let's keep going. And here's another one. This wouldn't be direct edition unless if I bought you some kind of X-Men in it. This is Uncanny X-Men number 377, X-Men number 97. This is Apocalypse of 12, the connecting cover. Very cool. Definitely love this. All right, let's keep going. So this is a book that was pretty funny because I saw it in a lot of people's videos. This is Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, number 99. This is the first appearance of this supervillain named Spot, which is very weird. But definitely love this cover, man. Definitely love the yellow. Love my old school Spider-Mans. And as you can see from one of the videos, when I was actually hunting, I ran across a lot of old school books. And you guys know how I love my old school Crusty Dusties. You know, I even consider, 80 up to 89, old school Crusty Dusties. Even though in comic book life, when you get back to the 40s and 50s and 60s, well, not necessarily 40s, I think maybe like 60s and 50s. Are comic books in the 50s? I'm not sure. But when you get back then, those are really, really old school books. But this is still a very cool find. Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man, number 99. The first appearance of Spot. And I only got it for I only got it for $125. So very cool, man. Happy to have this in my collection. With a book like this, I say it a lot. With books like these, I feel like I'm becoming a well-rounded collector, and I'm finding gems for my collection, because I remember my collection was very mediocre, 90s trash, and I just started collecting jewels, and it happened slow. But then when I found Second and Charles, man, it's been gem after gem after gem after gem, and it's been cheap. So Second and Charles has been a blessing to my collection. But very cool. All right, let's get into some more of your main events. By now, I must have like 9 copies of this Huntress #1. Very cool. Definitely love Batman's daughter. I thought it was a pretty cool concept for Batman to have a daughter. I think she's like the daughter of Batman and Selena Kyle from a different future or whatever. So very cool. Very, very cool. Let me just throw in some books that's not main events, but definitely are main events for me because I'm a huge X-Men head. So you got X Factor number 18. Very cool Phoenix cover. This is the Phoenix versus Cyclops. So very cool. I'm sure I didn't show this to you in my upcoming video, X Games. I have a video upcoming called X Games, where it's all X-Men centered. And very cool. Yeah, very cool Phoenix cover. And the last book I want to show you that's not a main event is Uncanny X-Men issue number 493. This is the Messiah complex cover. I have 2 now in my collection. The reason why I love this cover is because it's David Finch directly ripped off of one of the iconic Jesus Christ old school artwork. I don't think it was Leonardo da Vinci. I'll look it up later, but this is very Christ-like, so I definitely love this in my collection. And yeah. All right, let's get into some more stuff. And so we're at the point of the video where you ask me, hey, Fred Hall, direct edition, what are you reading right now? And this is what I'm reading right now. This is Hulked Out Heroes. Very cool, man. Definitely love this book. It's a very fun book. Basically what happens is all the heroes get hulked out, as you see Deadpool on the front, hulked out, and it's very cool. So Definitely love this book. So here's a cool look at the front of the paperback. And here's a very cool look at the back of the paperback. So you have Hulked Out Spider-Man, Hulked Out Deadpool, and that is Wolverine right there. He's all hulked out. You had hulked out Thor. It was just very cool to see all these different Hulk versions of your Marvel heroes. So very cool. All right, so let's get into some of your main events, which is very cool. You ready? All right, let's go. This is one of my favorite Deadpool Merc with the Mouth covers of all time because it actually has the Silence of the Lambs cover. So I'm definitely going to look for the Merc with the Mouths, and any one that I get that I really like, I'm going to frame just like this one. Let's keep it moving. Okay, comic book peeps, so I'm not even going to play with you. I bought you main event after main event after main event on this video. And that's the type of videos I like doing. I don't like to hold my main events and chop them up in multiple videos. I would love to do videos where it's just more of hard-hitting books. And this is one of them. This is Deadpool Merc with a Mouth, number 6. So have you ever been walking with a stack of comics and you like, hey, let me check the one last section? And in that one last section is jewel after jewel after jewel after jewel. And you're like, hey, I'm going way over budget, so I'm going to have to put some of the ones that I picked up earlier back. That's what happened with me when I was in Second and Charles, and I found this Deadpool Merc with a Mouth. These are my holy grails when it comes to Deadpool. My holy grail of all Deadpools is the Deadpool Nirvana cover, where he's actually jumping in the pool, just like Nirvana cover, Nevermind, diving after a taco, and the baby was diving after $1. So anyway, this Deadpool Merc with the Mouth, and this is a cover swipe from your Aliens, number 1. See, there you go. The cool thing about Deadpool Merc with the Mouth is that all the covers are swipes from movies or swipes from comic books. So this is very cool, and this one and the Nirvana one are the most sought after ones. And I got this for a good $3.25 when it easily goes for about 15 to 20 bucks, even 30 to 50. So very cool. All right, let's get into some of your other main events. So that was number 6. This is number 8. So I definitely have to find number 7. 1 Million Years DP of Deadpool. And you definitely know where this comes from. This comes from an old school Crusty Dusty movie. Hold on, give me 1 second. And both of these are sit-down covers. Well, all of them are sit-down covers. And sit-down is a beast. I used to call him Soydom, but I think it's pronounced sit-down. But he's a beast. So we have number 6 and we have number 8. Very cool Merc with the Mouth covers. And we have a very cool number 9, which is a cover swipe from another movie. Old school horror movie. I forget what horror movie it is, but you guys who are old school, fans definitely know what that cover comes from. And it's Deadpool, and you also have the awesome Headpool, which is just a Deadpool zombie head. So very cool. So that's number 6, 8, and 9. And lastly, comic book peeps, you have Deadpool Merc with the Mouth, number 10. This is a sit-down cover, sit-down cover, and it's a ripoff of Wolverine number 1. Now, I'm not going to go out there and dig number 1 out of the dungeon, the second part of the dungeon, which is the garage. But Wolverine number 1, his first solo series, where he's actually sticking out his claws until you come at him or whatever. So very cool main events, man. I actually paid 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I paid about $10 for all of these books, which put them at, if you 4 divided by 10, so let's say 2, 4, 6, 8. So I paid about $2.25 for all of them. Very cool. All right. There you have it. And so, once again, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Direct Edition. The channel is Fred Hall Direct Edition. Appreciate you guys rolling with me. I really enjoyed this haul. And you guys and girls be safe out there. Remember, words of wisdom. Focus on the ones that show you love, on the ones that don't show you love. Hey, we're just going to keep on rolling without them. And I will catch you girls and guys later. Be safe out there. Peace.